Dear, not sure who I'm writing to yet. My journey's only just begun, and I feel so excited and curious for what's to come. But also, I have a lot of concerns to get past, like my lack of knowledge, or my pre-existing knowledge. Is it white, or one-sided, or just plain wrong? How do I be respectful and sensitive? How do I go about learning in the right way? And what about white guilt? I feel it, and I'm afraid it will cloud conversation and openness and create a separation. But already I have had some of my concerns answered. A quote that stuck to me: "While you're expected to keep Indigenous people at the centre, it is not your job to make up for devastations by yourself. You have the opportunity to start creating a new legacy." Dear whoever wants to read, I think I'm starting to get it. Acknowledging difference is important. Difference all across Australia with Indigenous people, and even within Victoria, and more than that, so much difference between non-Indigenous and Indigenous people, and yet I must find a way to relate, to open relationship and conversation. What about as a designer? I want to work with Indigenous people rather than just support, and never on behalf of. It's such a change to the client relationship I'm used to. But I've still got lots to learn about what sovereignty means and where I'm located in relationship and conversation. How do I partake? What does it mean to give and receive when in conversation with an Indigenous people? Wow. How much info can I cram into my brain? I've had to relearn so much, like the fact that the first people were in fact settled and did farm, which makes sense, of course. They've been here for 60,000 years. I can't believe I've never learnt that before. It seems so ridiculous now. And the dream time? It isn't a dream time, it's a history. And I have a thirst for history. I'm so excited. I hope I can relate. Sovereignty seems like a much less scary word finally. I understand what some of it means. It all clicked for me once someone told me to think of it like the way that Mum teaches me to cook. I really hope I will be able to relate to Indigenous people's meaning of sovereignty. Dear me, what is my response to the story so far? I've learnt so much. I've tried to be open and sharing of my own expression of sovereignty through an old camera my grandfather treasured and has given to me and taught me to use. He passed a knowledge to me. Can this open relations and conversation? Maybe it will help me relate to the way Indigenous peoples see their elders. I hope it will. Because in any good conversation, you must give and receive. You cannot be passive. I am participating. And I think in generously sharing about myself, I have already had Indigenous people's sovereignty shared with me. Oh gosh, I've come to a final realization. Indigenous culture and people are not such a faraway thing. How can I write about something that is no longer foreign to me? I'm really starting to feel like I personally can relate and can be a part of conversation. How can I send a postcard home about something that is an integral part of home? I no longer feel distant.